NFL questions. Okay, good. New England 2015, Kansas City 2020. Which Super Bowl win was more impressive? Because we know that the 49ers blew that Super Bowl. And we know the Seahawks blew that Super Bowl. Which quarterback with Brady Mahomes? Because you're going to hear them lumped a lot. So you got to remember, Brady had to come all the way back. They were down by 10 going to the fourth quarter. And he made the impossible. They won 28-24. He had an incredible fourth quarter. And at that time, that gave him his fourth championship. And it put him in back in discussion. So he was, he had done incredible that game. I mean, Seattle's defense Legion of Boom. If they win that Super Bowl, that will be back to back. And then Russell Wilson being rare for our company, Pete Carroll being rare for our company. And it would have been something else for what they had at that time. When you talk about how one game changed dynamics, it really did. The narrative and everything. It was that close. And that idiotic bad call, still the worst call ever by the goal line when Russell Wilson was told to throw that ball in the end zone. Malcolm Butler got that pick. I'm like, come on now. That you never recovered from. They didn't want to get the ball to Marshawn Lynch because they didn't want him to be the hero. And they didn't want Marshawn to say, I'm just here to play the game. I don't want to get fined. So that's what ended up happening. And it was just that close. It's always what they say, a game of inches. And if you do something dumb, a yard of stupidity. Game of inches and a yard of stupidity. Because that's the best way I could describe it. There's no way if and buts about it. Very embarrassing. So, New England's comeback added to Brady's legacy. Belichick looked good. Called getting Malcolm Butler there. That was one of the smartest plays. And basically, they ran the ball out and won the game. And that was the incredible ending to a game that, you talk about the wow, the strangeness of it all. It's just crazy. Crazy. Then we get to Kansas City's comeback against the 49ers. They were down by 10. Less than 7 minutes to go. Mahomes was throwing picks. You've seen him down before. But like he had been the cardiac kid, he came back all 3 postseasons that wins that year. That's what built his legacy. And the start of his super runs. And that's when they still had Tyreek Hill. You'll never forget that 3rd and long play where that ball hung in the air forever and Tyreek Hill came down with it. But the turning point of this game was how Jimmy Garoppolo missed Emmanuel Sanders. Because Emmanuel Sanders, as fast as he can go, Jimmy Garoppolo still overthrew him by the outstretch of his left side. He overthrew him. Jimmy Garoppolo was never the same. I don't know who took a harder fall. Well, I'm going to say Garoppolo did, because at least Russell Wilson was still playoff contending quarterback. Garoppolo never recovered.